Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Max,
I'm Madison.
and you are now watching What a Feeling. Um, Episode, I don't even know anymore.
A lot
13,
of them.
14, whatever it is. We're
Yeah.
rolling, though. I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
I'm feeling, yeah, like I
Like I should.
should. Copyright, boom, just like that. But no, I don't know. I feel like,
My tummy's about to growl.
uh-oh. I feel like we're in the swing of things now, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like more like comfortable.
Me too.
Like we were,
I think I was just like kind of getting the hang of it and used to it at first because who knows how to talk into a mic and a camera at first.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I don't know, we have this setup going now
I
too,
love it.
and it feels a lot more like professional and just
I
like
figured out how to upload the video in 4K.
yup.
Shout out Madison.
Pats on the
Hey,
back.
that's on my back.
Yeah, pats on your back. I'm not gonna lie, Madison does
I've
a lot
been
of the editing.
editing the
Yeah,
videos.
she does a lot of
I
editing.
didn't know how to edit, and I've edited like the past
4.
4 or 5.
Yeah. So
I've been killing it.
yeah, you have. And I mentioned like how long we went for in the podcast, and we were both just like, dang, like
Mhm.
how was it that long? Like we
Right.
did not feel like it took that long. So
Pretty cool.
and that just means that we're enjoying it and that we are
Having a good time.
Yeah. Shout out Queen. All right, ask a question, Maskin.
Let's start with
Fire away.
a light one.
Fire off a cannonball.
Who was your weirdest celebrity crush? I have mine immediately.
I have mine immediately.
Paul Rudd. Because I was like 9 or 8, and I had the biggest crush on that man. Sorry, Max.
No, it's
I watched
fine.
I Love You, Man, and I was literally like 8 years old. Like, who is that man? My other crush was
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, so it was
Ant-Man.
really odd. Like, I didn't have a lot of like celebrity crushes.
Yeah, that's a really weird age
Paul
gap too
Rudd.
between them.
I don't understand what it was, but I
I
was
don't
like,
know. I feel like Paul Rudd is
it was
like.
his personality too. It's like silly. Like
I feel like Paul Rudd is
chill
a
guy.
attractive guy.
he was
Like,
was
I'm not-
sexiest man of the year. Actually, I was ahead of everyone.
Damn, you were ahead of it. So yeah, Paul Rudd, if you're listening,
But it is weird for
Keep
an
it up,
8
man.
or
You
9
look
year old
good.
at that time. I was in 2008 or 2009.
yeah. Tell you one thing, Paul was not looking at you that way.
Probably not.
But if your celebrity crush was
Definitely not.
Diddy,
What
sorry,
was the other
that's
one
a bad
I
joke.
liked? with Paul Rudd?
My weird one was Jeanette McCurdy.
Oh, Sam Puckett.
Yeah, that was my weird celebrity crush as like a kid for a little while. Like I, for some reason, like when I watched iCarly,
Not
like
Carly. I had
yeah,
brown hair.
I was like, dang, I was more of a Sam person than a Carly.
Because you wanted her to beat your ass. You
Yeah,
thought
with
it
the
was
butter
hot.
sock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that BDS. I'm not. That's gonna get. That's gonna get
Not
cut.
that I know.
That's gonna get cut. I'm not though. That's. I'm no shame if you are. Just keep it to yourself.
Oh, Role Models. That was the one that really got me. It came out in 2008, and I thought Paul Rudd was the
Oh, I thought you were
sexiest
talking
man
about J.
alive.
Cole.
good movie though.
Good song too. Oh, they're cuddling up there. Casper and Shorty are currently cuddling on my chair.
Role Model, the artist, is my favorite. Not
Yeah,
the
you have
movie.
been in a crazy role model phase.
Ever since I listened to his album, it's been like I haven't gotten over it.
That's me with Hotel Ugly.
It's just so exciting to find the new like artists that you love all of their music. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, I have so much.
Yup. When I first heard, I remember when
Like finding another person that gets you.
Yeah, when I was at work, I work in the backstock, and like usually, I don't know. There's a time like 2-3 weeks, maybe like a month stretch where I try to listen to like a new like album or something like
I
that
remember that.
every day. And for some reason, just randomly, I was heading on shuffle, and this guy named Hotel Ugly came on, and he's super small, not super small, but a smaller artist. Had one like kind of banger TikTok song, and that's kind of how he blew up. But I don't know, like all of a sudden I spent that day like listening to his music, and I was like literally save like on literally everything. Everything was a banger. I was like, wow.
Isn't
And
it
it's just weird
awesome?
because it's just like if that shuffle never happened, like if Spotify wasn't just like bloop and like plopped
Sometimes
them in
it's
there.
Good, I told you.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Spotify.
Yeah. But it's just like weird if they never like dropped them on in there. I would have never even knew.
Yeah, true.
and I wouldn't have saved like 30 songs of his.
I used to find a lot of music that way on Spotify, but now I'm like picky and it takes a lot for me to look at someone new, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Does your music taste like change by the day? Because mine does. Like genre.
Kinda. Not by the day, I guess. I mean, there's certain days where I'll be in like a country mood or like a rap mood or like a throwback mood, but for like the most part, it stays pretty consistent. Like whatever is in my recently added is probably gonna get played when I'm in the car. Like it's, I don't really go back too far, play a playlist
Yeah.
unless I'm like in that kind of mood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. When I'm doing my makeup, I guess I put it on shuffle instead of recents. But
Yeah, no, mine's really weird. Like I go through like every day I feel like I go through like a different like not phase, but like a different
yeah, genre.
yeah, kind of like a different genre that I go through. I don't know. Like for instance, I'll be listening to like classical for a day. Like
No way.
not classical, but like Frank Sinatra. Like
Okay.
more like that, you know? Like yesterday, I was listening to Frank Sinatra a lot. I don't know why. Just I don't know, it just felt like a Frank Sinatra day.
I'll be listening to Taylor Swift one day and then Taylor Swift the next day.
And then guess what? Taylor
I'm gonna
Swift the
listen to
next
Taylor
day.
Swift the next day
I
too.
listen to Taylor Swift in every day that ends in Y.
Then I'm throwing some role models, some Gracie, some Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my recents.
But yeah, no, I'll go from like Frank Sinatra one day to literally like the next day. The next day I'll be listening to like Eminem only. I'm like fuck
That's
you
funny.
rap. Like, you know, for like that whole next day. And it's like, what is wrong with me? Like what's going on in there in my brain where it's just like
I guess it's good to switch it up.
and then the next day will be country.
Yeah.
And the next day after that, I'm feeling a little pop. Might fuck around, hit some wub 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 dubstep. I'm just kidding. I don't be doing that. Did you ever have a dubstep phase? I had a dubstep phase.
No.
I did.
Absolutely
I feel like every
not.
guy
I think
did.
it stresses me out.
Every guy had a dubstep phase in my generation. Shout out Gen Z. Every one of them had a dubstep phase in around sixth
Oh.
grade. That's probably where it hit, 5th grade or 6th grade.
No.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it, but there was like a 2-month period where I was about the wub wubs, big
I never
wub
really,
wub guy.
like followed like trends either, I guess, with music. Like I wasn't like listening to rap because people thought it was cool to listen to rap in school or whatever. I was listening to Taylor Swift and they were making fun of me for listening to Taylor Swift.
I remember I have a sad story, not even a sad story, kind of an embarrassing story about me and Charlie. Shout out Charlie. But we were in my family room and we were playing dubstep at like 4 in the morning.
Ooh, okay.
And
4 in the morning.
yeah, and my mom was sleeping.
I'm sure she was.
Yeah, and she heard that.
I'm sure she did.
And she came trying out there.
I'm sure she did.
And she said, "What the hell are y'all playing? This shit is ass." If you were playing, I don't know, some Britney Spears, she would have let that thing kept playing. Some Dave Matthews Band, she would have let it just keep playing. Grateful Dead, keep playing.
It was 4 in the morning. You were blasting dubstep.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. We were some freaks. We were in the 5th grade, and I was playing it on like a Best Buy like $10 speaker. You know those? I can literally picture the speaker in my head.
I use a Five Below one, so you can't even talk about
It was that little speaker where it's like they had the cords and then there were like 2 like mini speakers.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, it
think
was
so.
one of those.
That's funny.
And then we were just playing. We were playing dubstep, and I've been playing like video games. We were probably playing Minecraft or some shit. And because he used to bring over his Xbox, and then like we would play.
Yeah.
We'd set up LAN parties because we're sick, dude. And then yeah, I don't know. Just it's
Fun.
funny. It's little speakers and like fucking glass cups, so they get extra
Oh my goodness.
extra whoop
I
whoop
see.
whoop. We're losers. I'm not proud of those days, but they happened.
Whatever.
Whatevs.
Dubstep. If I got arrested and you got the call, what would you think it was for?
Ooh. Punching a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you were at like
Yeah.
you say like
Period.
yeah, say if you were at Target and say if you checked in the back aisle, right? In the back aisle, no blue Red Bull. And then you're like, fuck. So then you walk, right? Check the front register, no blue Red Bull. And then you had to check every single one of the little like cutouts where they have like the drinks in each of the aisles. And then you finally get to the one, right? And there's a freaking guy. I don't know, 50 years old, right? Kind of receding hairline. He's all got his little belly hanging out just a little bit. Just over on the bottom though, not on the top. Like his shirt's not rolled up, just on the bottom. And he's you see him open the fridge and he goes and he grabs the blue Red Bull, the last one. And he grabs it right in front of you. And then he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, hey, good looking."
Yeah, that's what would get me.
And
I was thinking, I'm not going to punch no man over a Red Bull. But then you got me with the comment, yep, he's getting knocked out.
Yeah, he getting punched.
Hey, good looking.
Right in the middle of Target.
Give me that goddamn Red Bull.
Sit down. And you're grabbing that Red Bull, you cracking that in right over him.
Spot on.
Taking a sip.
Didn't know I would.
Like a chug jug.
Like a chug jug.
Yep. As the Target security guys are like running after you.
They wouldn't even run after me. They don't know me by my name, probably.
Yeah, they do. We go to Target way too much. At least we used to. We don't really go to Target as much now. Just because we're in a financial deficit. But
I just don't, yeah.
But we used to be going a lot.
I've been doing things that actually make me happy instead of things that distract me from
my emotions.
Yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about that earlier. And it's totally true. Like when you said that, like it kind of hit me like, dang.
Yeah, whatever. Though. Everyone does it. You just
Everyone
have to realize.
does. But just important though to like realize it at some point.
Yeah.
What would I do? Don't dodge this question.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
If I got a call.
Yeah, so if you got a call, say in the middle of the night, bring, pick it up.
In the middle of the night? What the hell are you doing in the middle of the night?
Okay, now we'll say not in the middle of the night. Let's say like 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock at night.
Let's just say I get the call, period. You were definitely at work. You definitely like knocked out a customer or told them off in a crazy way because I think that's just the only way I could imagine it actually really happening.
Yeah.
Unless you were like with me or something happened, but no, it would be like someone tried to throw a basketball at my head again, so I knocked him out. And I'd be like,
again.
Valid.
Notice how she said again, by the way.
Yeah.
Story time. There's a story time about that.
Basketball at your head. It's not that long of a story.
No. But yeah, shout out that customer.
Lucky it wasn't me.
Yeah, dude, I feel like everyone should be required to at least work in the food industry or retail at least for 6 months of their life.
My coworker literally just said the other day, she came back there, clearly something happened. She was like, you can really tell when people have never worked in customer service.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Damn straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can.
You got no respect.
No respect. It's wild.
They literally treat you like you are like a robot, like a piece of garbage. Like you are not a person. Like you are a worker or whatever that is in their head and not a human. I don't know what they think. It's really
weird. And like people that...
I feel like those people are trying to get their anger out because they know that if they go and do it to the Starbucks worker or whatever, tell her off, she can't do anything back.
Yeah, just stuck.
So he just was able to get his anger out and be a dick because she wasn't able to defend herself. I think that's why people really do it. Or they just have no like self-control or anger issues. It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. Like straight up. Like what are you doing, you freak?
I hope they know like I'm more like embarrassed for you than I feel.
I've been in retail now for 5 years. Which that's insane to even say out loud. But yeah, 5 years I've been in retail now. And in those 5 years, I have so many insane stories, but also just every day, literally every single day, right? And I work full-time hours. Every single day, I either experience or see firsthand just an absolute, like, just a kind of an embarrassment of a person. Like a personal interaction between a customer and like
it's every day for me.
And it's honestly pretty scary that I see it once a day at like my work and I'm just one person.
Right? It's just like...
So think about how much it's actually going on around the world.
It used to piss me off to see it. Now it's just kind of like, it's just like, What in the world?
It should
Honestly.
piss you off though. It should because, and it's sad because
It did, but
it
then I
shouldn't
stopped
become
letting
the
it
norm.
become my issue because clearly they have their own issues going
Mm-hmm.
on to act that way because you understand no normal people who are happy and like genuinely happy with their life do not go out and act like that.
Uh-uh.
They have serious issues going on. So then I think that's when I realized that's when I went from anger to like, okay, weirdo, like chill
Yeah.
out.
Is there something that's okay? This is gonna be fun because I have a pet peeve, right? We're gonna do a pet peeve. What is like two or one? That's a weird way to say that. What is one or two things like pet peeves at your work that happen? If there's five, you can say them. I have
I'll
two
give you two
instantly.
immediately. Same. The first one is when people come up to the counter and I say hello, or I don't even get to say hello, and they immediately start yelling their goddamn drink at me. And like, it happened
Yeah.
on my first day back at work last week, and I almost lost my mind. It was my Monday. I go unlock the door. It's 6 in the morning. I just unlocked the door. 6:01. The guy comes up. Tea.
I
Huh?
love it.
Okay, we have
my
hot or
favorite
iced tea. We have 5 different sizes, 5 different teas. I started asking him questions, and he was getting annoyed with me. But it's like, why can't you have some respect? Like, I am not a fucking robot or
It's
a.
6 a.m., dog.
You're gonna come in here 5 feet away from the register still and yell tea at me. I should say, yeah, damn straight. What's the tea? Like, I don't.
Let's start right there.
I literally.
Bang.
Usually I'm pretty calm and I'm good about it, but I literally immediately gave that man a dirty look. It was
Yeah.
6:01.
Should have hit him with a sucker punch.
He didn't give me any information, and he was just. It's just like that's my number one is when people come up to the counter and they don't
Yeah.
treat you like a human. You don't have to say hey or how's your day, but have some respect. At least like let me finish my sentence or
Yeah.
you say
Go through
hello.
my-
Can I get a? You don't have to say
Yeah.
tea. Not even can I get a like.
Yeah. Or like a yo.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I really hate when customers on the sales floor, right? It's a big we have like one of the biggest footwear sales decks in the entire country. And we don't always have the best staffing for that area, right? And so if I'm helping a customer and then all of a sudden I look to my left and I see a person down in the other section and old granny is hitting me with one of these from halfway across the store, I swear to God, Madison, I want to chuck my PDT, their little scanner thing, and just dome them from across the store. Like, oh my God, it pisses me off. Or this, the snap,
Snapping would get me.
literally fuels a rage in my body. I just want to start screaming and like go back into like my like prehistoric ape mode and just fucking Harambe their ass.
Honestly, like I feel like there's no reason to wave down a retail worker if they're busy enough that you have to wave them down. Maybe you should wait.
Yeah. And we literally have things around the area too where they can scan in that shoe and just send a request and saying, hey, can you grab the shoe whenever you're back there?
Yeah.
Also, really fast, another one that really pisses me off is when a customer, typically a guy, I don't know why, I think this is just a guy thing, but when an older guy calls me buddy or bud, oh my God. It literally, that's another one.
And
where
when they
it's
call
like,
me kid is one that gets me.
where I
Thanks,
just want to
kid.
like drag them into the back stock and just,
I'm 25 years
scream.
old taking your order right now. Kid.
all right,
Fuck,
dude.
bro.
No. No, I'm not
Why
going to grab
are you
it. Do I have to
talking
grab
to me?
this? No, I don't really have to.
Yeah.
So that pisses me off.
I don't like it. Yeah.
All right, that was a weird tangent, but I'm a shout out to work. Whatever you guys do, what do you guys do for work? Leave it in the comments. We want to know.
Oh, my other one I was gonna say it's kind of biased to where I work, but I'll say it anyway. I'll put a freaking drink down on the counter and I'll scream it because I am very loud there because the machines are really loud. Everything's loud. There's people, everything. I put the drink down, I'll scream it, and the full drink and their name, both, every time. And half the time there's a sticker on it that says it too.
Mm-hmm.
I set it down, turn around, I hear someone, is this mine? I don't know. Does it have your goddamn name on it?
Yeah. Come on now.
Did you order that exact drink and it has your exact name on it? Yeah, that's probably
That's
yours.
probably yours.
It sure is. Oh,
Yep.
wait, are you the only person in the store right now with the only drink? Yeah, that's yours.
It ain't mine.
It ain't mine.
It ain't Casper's.
I don't know. That's more of a like annoyed and pet peeve. Like I know it's more of me issue probably, but like
Nah, I don't
listen,
think- yeah,
open
no,
your
that pisses-
ears.
Yeah.
Use some common sense.
Yeah. That happens to me too in a different way and when I was just talking about how we have those kiosks that people can just put in their shoes and then like when we're back there we can grab them while we're still helping another person and bring them out. You had to enter in your name right on that little kiosk and then you enter in your shirt color so we can at least try to find you. And then you enter and then each one is programmed to say like, hey, it's on this side. Like they entered it next to this door. So you can walk out next to that door and they should be there, right? That's the hope. I swear to God, maybe 30-40% of the time, they're not there. They enter that kiosk. I mean, I could be a minute. Literally, there's been times where I am a minute of accepting the shoe and then bringing it out there, gone. Literally gone. I'm like, where are they? It's like they poof, disappear.
It's like
Goodbye.
they're pranked.
Hasta
Like
la
they
vista.
like ding dong ditched
Yeah,
you.
it's literally like I'm getting ding dong ditch. It's not cool, dog. It
No.
literally sucks. And I'm like sitting there. I'm saying, Kathy in the purple. Where are you?
Oh my
Nowhere.
gosh.
Gone. Goodbye. Another one. We live in Minnesota, right? Guess what? It's cold up here. So in the wintertime, everyone wearing just jackets. What's the most common jacket color, would you say, Madison?
Black?
Black. Yep, there it is. And so it sucks when people put in their shirt color and they're wearing a jacket. And so then I walk out there and I'm like, cool, sick. Every single person is wearing the same color. So then I have to say Jake or whoever it
supposed
is
to do about that?
and then start yelling. I know I can't do anything about it, but it just sucks because I don't know why. I just don't like yelling like people's names. Like I'm
Yeah,
more
I
like
get it.
slick with it, you know. I walk up to him. I'm like, hey, did you put in a shoe for whatever? Because I don't like to yell fucking Jack. You know, that's weird. And then
Yeah.
just like, because then they're never there. And then they look at me all like, why are you yelling? And then I'm like, all right, bro, you just won't get it. All right, ran over. Sorry, y'all.
Okay.
What's next on tap?
What? Why do we only trust our intuition after it's right? Because we want the physical validation. We need like visual like validation, I think. Because I guess I do trust my intuition, but like not always fully. Like I like look for physical proof first before I'm like, do I trust this? I don't know. I need some proof first, even though in my gut I know it's already true or right, whatever it is. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, but like, I don't know, like, why would I trust something that's false?
What do you mean?
Like, the question was why? Why do I? What is it?
Why do we only trust our intuition after it's right?
After it's right?
Yeah, like if I like have a gut feeling about something, but I ignore it, and then it comes out to being right. Why did I do that? Even though I knew in my gut the whole time what it was.
Oh yeah,
It's like
I don't
say
know.
someone in
Yeah.
a toxic relationship that
Mhm.
you try to tell them like, you know, over and over and over, maybe they're not being treated right or whatever, and they know that themselves,
hmm
but they're gonna wait for the actual physical like proof or validation to happen so many times before they feel like they were actually correct about it.
hmm
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does. But I would say, yeah, I would say the validation or just waiting. They just don't want to, I guess, trust it. If that makes sense. Like they don't want to like. They're scared of like the truth. I guess
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I get it.
Yeah.
They don't want it to be true usually.
Mm-hmm. And so they'll like hide from it or whatever, but then like it is true. I don't know.
I think also sometimes it could be a good thing, and your gut knows it's true, but your mind thinks it's too good to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Like when something genuinely good happens to you, but you're used to bad things happening, so you're almost like skeptical. You're like, should I believe it, or is it real? Is it gonna be like taken from me? Is this a prank? Whatever, you know.
Is this a prank?
Yeah.
Where's the cameras?
Let's do two more. I have a
Yeah.
quick one that we can answer quick. Who is your dream collab? Like one person. It could just be like you and them. Mine is Emma Chamberlain or Brooke Schofield. Me and Brooke would have. I think we have a lot of like similarities in how we grew up in our childhood, and I feel like I understand her when she talks about it more than some people might.
Um, my dream collab. Man, that's a good question. I guess I have two.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would say Mark Normand. He's a comedian. Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely love him. He's my favorite comedian of all time. Absolutely, it makes me laugh more than any other person. Is literally like I just strive for his comedy. Like I want to be
Mm-hmm.
like he's had inspirations like say like Norm Macdonald and stuff, which Norm's a legend, but like it's funny because like Normand is my norm. So, yeah. Anyways, I would say him, either Shane Gillis too. Absolutely love Shane
Mm-hmm.
Gillis. He's hilarious.
Yeah, they're good.
Those would be super fun
You?
to just chill out with or hang out with. Obviously Rogan, that'd be cool too. Pat McAfee, that'd be awesome. Like I don't know, just like those like prominent voices are just like
Yeah,
they're dope.
I see.
So like I don't know, are they ever gonna happen? Who knows? But it'd be cool someday if I ever did meet them. I'd probably freak out.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. Same with Theo though. Theo Vaughn's on there too.
Mm-hmm. Lots of them.
Lots of them.
You
Lots.
said all three of them for me, and then you named like five of them.
Yeah, and then I said I got one and two in there. I named seven.
Um,
Oopsies.
when did you first realize you were different? When my family would like talk about me as like, oh, that's just Maddie. Like, that's just how Maddie is. Like, what do you mean that's just how Maddie is? What's Maddie is? Like, or what do you mean?
Yeah,
Like,
what you mean by that?
when people would say things like that, like, oh, she's just being Maddie, or that's just how Maddie is. What? What did that mean?
Yeah,
As a kid, I never overthought it that much because I'm like, okay, they always say that. But now I'm like, what did that mean? Why did they say that about me and no one else? It was always like, I was also always usually the topic of conversation in my families, and I always found out about it snooping and stuff,
yeah,
and I just overheard them because they're dumb. Sorry, not dumb, but they did not
yeah.
care. And I
Unintelligent.
don't know. I thought I was different because I was always like a big topic of conversation over like any of my cousins or any of that, and I never really understood why they cared so much about me. But it was not like a like
Good care.
yeah, it was more like why did she do this way, or do you see what she did? Like
Are you the oldest?
I am. I was the first grandkid,
That's
so they
why.
probably expected the most from me, and I disappointed them because all my cousins are way more successful and did way cooler stuff, and I'm proud of them. There's still one cousin on that side. My mom said that I respect them all, but there's still one cousin that I would like willingly talk to who I felt like never did me
Yeah.
dirty. He was the only one who never made me feel like any type of way like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I kept him on all my stuff, so he's still there. I still trust
Mm-hmm.
him. He's the only one I really care to talk to.
Yeah. I would say for me, like when I first kind of felt different, I don't know. I would say like really early on, actually, in like elementary school, I kind of felt different. Just because with like family life and there was some family drama and you know just some stuff going on behind the scenes, and none like in my to my knowledge, none of my friend group had that going on at the time, and so like I was like the first kind of like person in our friend group and like kind of go through like I don't know some like deep kind of nasty shit, you
Yeah.
know. And so I just remember like texting like for instance like Charlie once again and just being like just kind of like pouring my heart out like as like an elementary schooler, right?
Mm-hmm.
And being like like here we are again, like you know, just
Mm-hmm.
like shit like that. And so that just made me feel a different of like I don't know, I've kind of always felt different because like I mean that stuff was happening in elementary school, so I mean, I was what, like 9 or 8 or around there.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but on the inside, like I felt like I was double my age. And two, I think a lot of that has to do because like my brother's seven, 7 years ahead of me in
Mm-hmm.
age. And so it is kind of like I almost, oh, that's not the right math. I was gonna say doubled my age, but I'd be 48. Um, but you get what I'm saying. Like his friend group was like over and like we hung out more. So like I always kind of I was like raised up in a way because I like was around like a different age
Mm-hmm.
group. And so I don't know. I feel like that kind of always made me feel different just because I was like, I just went through different stuff compared to everyone else at that
Yeah.
time. Um,
It's good you had that same friend group then. Like,
mhm.
I feel like that's one thing that also made me different. I never had anything consistent. I moved around like yearly. I never had kept friend groups because as a kid you don't get to like drive and choose your
Yeah.
if you're going everywhere and like I don't know. My mom's would have different boyfriends, which isn't her fault. Like, but there was nothing really consistent there in my life. I knew that was something different. I was like, why does everyone else have like these childhood homes and like they all have like a primary doctor and like
Yeah.
just like the basic
Yeah,
things.
the
I
basic.
realized I craved consistency. That's all I
Mhm.
wanted. I still love consistency. So
Mhm.
maybe
Yeah.
that's why life is a little more peaceful now because I have that.
Mhm. Swag. Let's
Yeah,
go. As Casper's chilling, looking out the window. Consistent boy.
yeah,
All right, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed.
yeah.
If y'all did, leave a like, maybe subscribe, maybe
Enjoy.
rate this out of 5 stars on Spotify. If you listen on there, we are on Spotify and on YouTube, not on Apple though, because you got to pay for it, and I
I
don't
don't
got
even
money
use
for it.
Apple, so keep it.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all. Have a jolly
See you
day.
later.
Toodaloo. Hasta la vista. Bye.
Bye.